Drake May, the New England Patriots, absolute ass into the fourth quarter where he threw for 235 yards. Before that, none. What did they do on offense? Nothing. How did it look? Terrible. What was it kind of doing? Well, it was giving a lot of opportunity for people to say, cupcake schedule gets this New England Patriots here to the Super Bowl. Bo Nix doesn't get hurt. Are they still here? Buffalo Bills figure out how to not to mess it up, and they win it. Are they going to beat the Seattle Seahawks team? I'd like to say, I don't think anybody was going to be beating that Seattle Seahawks defense. I think what that Seattle Seahawks defense proved, just like what the Philadelphia Eagles defense proved last year, it's like if you can get home with 4 and they can wreck the game, you can win anything. You can win the Super Bowl. And the Seattle Seahawks primed and poised to go ahead and do this for the next 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10,
20.
Is McDonald going to forget how to call defense? Is he going to get worse at leading and speaking to the team?
I don't think so.
Or is he only going to get better? Is the culture only going to continue to grow? Schneider, this guy, unbelievable general manager, says, Pete Carroll, get out of my face. Pete Carroll came in and said, I want his job. I think this is how we win. We can compete. We got to do this. We can do this. Schneider said, sweet, cool. Can we please get this old man out of here? Okay, you had a hell of a run. We appreciate it. Jody Allen, cool seeing her up there celebrate.
Yeah.
I know nothing about her. She has no anonymous sources. She has no leaks in her. She is lock and key, basically, whenever it comes to ownership. We don't hear nothing. Now, is that because of how far away they are?
Potentially.
But it doesn't feel like they're ever working any angle. So watching her celebrate and give credit to everybody in the 12s, it was like magical night for Seattle. And we might be looking at the next dynasty. We're talking about the Patriots being back to building a dynasty. It's like if this defense is going to continue to do this, which I think they possibly are, the whole league's in trouble for a while. We started a segment last week that we certainly should have started about beginning of the season, maybe 2 years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Monday Morning DC with DB.
Hey,
now, obviously, Monday morning means like Monday morning quarterback, where we have the incredible heads up of hindsight on what actually happened. So this is coming from a space of how would you have stopped it with one of the best defensive minds to ever speak into a microphone, Darius J. Butler. How we fixing the problems that happened for New England last night if we're to look back at the film?
Well, you know what? It was tough to fix those problems because usually that's where we start, and we'll see that probably on the third one. But this one, since we had such a dominating defensive performance, we'll just go with the good to start out here. Let me get this stick back here.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, just so we get a visual. Hey, great fucking job last time.
Hey, it was pretty good. I felt like I knew what was happening. I've been trying. Sticks. No, we hit sticks.
Oh, okay, boom.
Oh, nice. Touch tips, man.
Swords.
Handoff day.
Yep. Touch tips.
Whoa,
touch tips, boys. Come on.
Why you always got to do that?
What's your problem?
That's what you do. You touch tips.
I don't even know.
It. Touch tips and explode on that board, baby. Let's go.
Come on now.
I don't even got to talk about it.
Dock those things. Here we go.
We are about to. We're about to take a trip on boat into super good football analysis.
Where we at, Mike? We good with the mic?
Yeah. Right here.
Okay, cool. Okay, so 3rd and 15, we talked a bunch about this defense and how they do a lot with 2 shells, play it back, 4 rushers. Once you get in 3rd and 15 and these long down and distances, now a coach like Mike McDonald can just dial it up and do whatever you want. So now you have a different look here. You got Eamon Warrior down here in the edge. You got Job and press, split safety look, and then their best blitzer, probably the best blitzing DB when it comes to a true nickel slot with Devon Witherspoon, young dynamic corner coming from the slot. Times this up perfectly. AJ mentioned it earlier with the speed that he hits the line of scrimmage with. There's no way that these offensive tackles or offensive guards are going to be able to move their feet and stay in his way. And this is a skill that you kind of just almost have to be born with as a DB.
Yeah, the timing is so important, AJ, because they get locked up on their guys, right? I got 1 or outside guy, 2 or who becomes, and he just kind of gets sneaked in. Maybe this offensive line isn't as ass as everybody's saying. Maybe it's just scheme and problems attacking what they know their weak is.
It's plays, but it's also players, because you can dial this up for a lot of players, and there's no way they get through that traffic. Over the years, over the history of the game, I can think of like Charles Woodson or like the Honey Badger. Some of these players just have a natural, like they're football players, and they have a feel for how to hit it, when to hit it, because pre-snap, Drake May, a give, pause it here, a tail for a slot blitzing defender is the safety behind him. You have that safety behind him because once he leaves, typically this guy or a guy from the inside is going to take his responsibility.
You see that, AJ?
So right now you got the top.
Why would they be stacked on top of each other, Drake?
Exactly.
That's what he's going to learn going forward, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, but also for the offense, but like, is there not some sort of, hey, I'm just going to, instead of running a vertical 20 yards downfield because he's never going to see me. Yeah, is there not just some like check to a hot route, Bradley Cooper, Wedding Crashers, just run a hitch?
It definitely could be. If you pause it, though, offensively, and this will be a better question, I'm sure, for AQ, who can really break it down. But
he's going to be so pissed with what we're doing.
Offensively, we got 6 rushers. Now, run it back to the very beginning, please. So, Ernest Jones, he's showing. You got Eamon Ward showing. He's going to drop out, though. So, I don't know where they slid, how they counted it. He's going to drop out, and the added rusher is going to come from the out. He's not even in the screen right now because I perfectly times it up. But numbers-wise, you still have 6 on 6. You got 5 offensive linemen with the back, and you got 6 rushers. So on paper, and then even Henry's getting a chip in there. So on paper, you should have enough to pick this up.
He lets him go, goes to help him, I think, because,
and a big whiff on
so you got
assault.
Yeah, you got a 6-man protection plus the tight end chip, and AQ will clean us up, I'm sure. But I mean, that's just a great feel for it. Great job timing it up, and a great call and a long down and distance for Mike McDonald.
So what are we saying? We're saying, hey, the guy's coming. Let's just know that. That's Monday morning quarterbacking right now?
That's Monday morning quarterbacking. Fixing it up, having the protection. I'm sure in the O-line, in the trenches, in their room, they're really talking about how do we get on the same page picking this up, especially against this defense. I'm sure they saw this on tape in some type of variation. Maybe it was Eamon Ward, maybe it was Love, whoever it was. And that's the other thing about Seattle. They have so many different defensive backs and defensive players that can do different things at a high level.
Great tacklers, too. I thought Drake was going to get away a lot more than he did whenever there was some pressure. He was getting tackled a lot. Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, is a man who might know a little bit more about what the big boys were doing on this particular MA. Ladies and gentlemen, host in the trenches, AQ Shipley. AQ, what the hell's going on out here? We didn't know that Witherspoon was coming, and you think that's the problem? What about Moses? Does he see him? This is Monday morning quarterbacking, obviously in the moment. It's much harder than what we have right now from the sky cam. We're not dogging anybody, but what happens in this situation? Should he be calling that out? Should the center be calling that out? How does this kind of normally operate and they fix this?
Yeah, so the interesting thing is as they have all the guys up, they can bring 4 to the left, they can bring 4 to the right. Have no idea. With the center going right, you are in a sort protection. So you got center, guard, tackle for 3, for most dangerous 4. You should go inside out. So Moses actually should have stopped on the DB. So as the DB comes, he should have stopped there. I think he tried to, just missed him as he makes an inside move, just like he made Will Campbell look silly on the other side on an earlier play. But we always tell the running back has coast to coast. So he starts left thinking that is his guy. Well, he has to stay there because that guy comes, so he can't come across for the other guy, which then leaves, it should be the outside most guy on the quarterback should be able to throw hot. But Moses misses the DB coming inside, and as he comes inside, he misses him, so that guy comes free.
This is hot right here.
Should be hot off the outside guy.
This is hot right here, yeah?
That's hot. That's who you got to get it to right now, and you got to know that. If they bring 4 to the right or 4 to the left, then you got to get rid of that ball fast, and that's on Drake May.
Okay, so this is a great scheme, too, because they keep running back this way, right? This is a McDonald's special, damn near?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is one of those things because he's shown that look a million times and only brought 4, right, DB? Like at the end of the day, he has that same look where he shows 7, brings 4, brings 5, brings 6, or can bring 7, and ultimately that's cover 0.
All right, is the next one with offensive line?
Next one is as well, yep.
Hey, Q, will you hang around here?
I got all the time in the world, boys. Come on, let's go.
Hey, what are you doing? You're really aggressive comment, I would say.
Poking a bear. Wait, what'd he do?
Aggressive
Oh,
comment.
yeah, he did.
What'd he do?
What'd he do?
I start training the boys tomorrow. I got a couple guys in the shipyard tomorrow, but today I got nothing but time for you guys.
Okay.
In the time.
Hey, nothing but time. Thor called him a fatso.
Yeah. What did he call Thor?
Well, he got offended.
Yeah, fucking pussy.
Oh, jeez. What are we doing?
Yes, I would have loved to line up and do O-line drills and show them what leverage is all about.
Okay. What if he goes like this to you? What if he
your
just
skull.
crushes your skull? I do appreciate that you.
Then I would have turned into a UFC fighter. I learned from Justin Gates. You just kicked the perennial nerve.
Okay. All right. Well, I do appreciate that you got offended by Martin calling you a fatso. I do appreciate that. I thought he was.
I didn't see the earlier part, by the way. He called AJ 450 pounds, so that at least makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, exactly. I think he was just cracking jokes. He speaks a different language.
Yeah.
He speaks a different language. Look at you.
Yeah.
He was just trying to talk shit, be with the boys.
That's right.
Thor, I would like to let you know, AQ is offended by you calling him a fat.
Yeah, he is a bit.
And also, Thor, AQ knows that we will hold that over his head for the rest of his life, that the Martin, world's strongest man, said, I can't lift that guy.
Down there 600 pounds.
Yeah, right. That's awesome. We appreciate you, Thor. He does not. Now,
Yeah, he wants to fight you, Thorpe.
let's go to, no, whoa. We are not.
Do you, AQ?
I don't know.
I mean,
actually.
he didn't
He's in
say
the
no,
basement.
yeah.
Let's stop. We move on.
Hey, that's where the short arms might really come into play.
Hell yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I'll tell you what, we were watching short arm. Nope.
Yes, we
No,
were.
there's no reason.
Nope.
Torn MCL. He had a torn
Torn MCL.
MCL.
It's on IR. He's 22 years old. It's first year. He's going up against the greatest scheme in the history of football.
We're not making excuses for people. We're not doing
He
that.
had torn MCL. How are you supposed to hate?
We're not doing that.
Hate?
So shouldn't
hate?
someone else been playing then?
No, he's
No,
Or maybe
he's a
we
football
throw
player.
maybe we throw 6 O linemen in though, Tony. That's not a bad idea.
well, check
Yeah,
maybe
there you
a
go.
little assistance, maybe with some big bodies out there. Certainly, you've helped. Torn MCL is going to be tough to hit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's going to be tough to do. That's going to be tough to do. I honestly, I think we just found out through the conversation with Jack Collinsworth that it was officially a torn MCL. Because remember, he had the towel over his head.
Yeah,
and
like,
the whole thing happened.
Thought his whole knee exploded when
Yeah.
it first happened, like it was torn everything, and it was just MCL. But I mean, yeah, to D-But's point, you don't make excuses. But yeah, it is going to be pretty damn hard to, as AQ would say, re-anchor yourself when you're getting bull rushed over and over again. But you know, that's Monday morning offensive line coach.
Yes, it is. And now let's do a little more Monday morning defensive coordinator with DB. What's next?
So the last one was a 6-man pressure on 3rd and long, an obvious pass situation. If you run it back again, this is when they like to bring their pressures. Obvious passing situation. Now this is the scoring time. It's 22-7, 4:37 on the clock in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10. So DBs, you're playing with a ton of depth, and once again, Devon Witherspoon with a great disguise, great timing, hitting this, rush it, boom. Let it run a little bit. Pause it here. So now you're bringing the pressure, and once again, you're getting a free hitter. Looks like the running back's releasing through the line of scrimmage right past a blitzer. 1st and 10. Witherspoon not only gets it looked like a forced fumble recovery. I think they called it interception, pick 6. Just an unbelievable play. Started Witherspoon, ended with Owusu.
Hey, incredible play there. Is this thing in 1080p?
Yeah, no, I
maybe
can't.
320? I couldn't see. Incredible
Losing
job
picture.
breaking it down.
Yeah.
Much clearer picture with the way you're describing it than what I was seeing there. I was. That's a phenomenal. I mean, incredible breakdown of what we need to see. I don't know if anybody can see it. It looks incredible on TV.
Got it from the let me see it from the replay.
Yeah, I think it looks incredible.
No.
Hey, these guys are unstoppable. So this is going to be forever now with the Seahawks?
Yeah, the Seahawks, this is what they do. This is what Mike McDonald does. And once again, from that last replay, you can see however he gets home free. But you'll see the numbers wise. These guys, once again, dropper coming from the opposite side. And again, you get a free hitter with the rush from Witherspoon.
They're so good.
Yeah.
AQ, what are you thinking here?
Hey, yeah. So can we go to that? Can we stop it from the other angle, from the offenses behind? Can we bring it back to that?
Yeah, certainly.
Right here.
Right there. Perfect.
What's
Okay.
Mike on one
So-
doing?
So this is what I don't understand. Again, this is a young quarterback. This is a rookie. Really, he's his first year really starting full. So it's his second year, obviously, but first year getting a full season, right? So he will learn. You got to switch this protection. So if we can rewind this just a little bit more. So the guy basically over top of the tight end. DB, can you point to him? The guy off the ball. Oh, no, a little bit further off the ball. Over top of the tackle, essentially. Yeah, that guy. Okay, there you go. So that's the Sam linebacker. It's a 2x2 formation.
Strong side!
2x2 over the tight end. So you got the Sam. Now you got Mike and Will. Okay, so we always say find the middle of the 3. So the middle of the 3 is over Morgan Moses, right tackle, right there. So he should redirect this protection, send the center right. They would be 2 for 2 on the nose guard to the Mike, and then the back would pick up the DB. You're picked up. You got all the time. He sends the center left. So now you get 2 free off the left side like that. The back can only handle 1. But as he saw it, the threat is the 2 most dangerous were to the right. Send the center right. Now the guard ends up on one of those 2 and the back has the other and you're picked up.
So he'd go, New York, New York, New York is what he would say there before
Bingo.
the play call. That is what he would say?
100% Tom Brady at quarterback right there is switching that protection. He's thinking 2 most dangerous are going to be coming from the right there. If they don't, we're still picked up, and I can throw hot if they bring from the left.
And he's looking for that, too. He's waiting for
Look, the guard doesn't even block anybody, AQ. That's what they do. They get it to where they take advantage of it. The guard ends up
Because they're
not
sending
really
the whole
doing
line,
anything.
so he's got to go with Leonard Williams. So that's a 4 for 5 sliding the line, bringing Onwenu with Bradbury all the way over to the left. But if they send the center right there, now you're 2 for 2, center to the Mike linebacker, and then the back can sit on the Will, who's the DB coming, and then bam, all of a sudden you're picked up. There it is.
That's Monday morning offensive line coach.
That's awesome. Right.
Hey, we appreciate that, AQ. Thank you for joining us,
AQ.
man. Happy, well, I don't really know, actually, man.
Happy Olympics.
Boys, I got you on the big screen.
This was the A.J. Barner touchdown. Tough spot to be in as a linebacker. So right here, pause it. Down and distance situation is always important when it comes to play calling. Right now you're up 12-0 if you're the Seattle Seahawks coming into the situation. So now defensively you're probably thinking run the ball, try to continue eating up clock, a little under 14 minutes left in the game. So 1st and 10, 12 personnel, you're thinking run. You let it play here. Watch all this communication that has to take place with these 3 players. And now pause it. All these players in here, they have run responsibilities as well. This safety, now he's on the tight end. He has a run responsibility, a run gap. This linebacker, he's also on the tight end, Barner. He has a run gap. So if you have a good play action fake, you always talk about this element with quarterbacks too, especially quarterbacks that play a ton of under center and play action pass, the Aaron Rodgers, the Tom Brady's. When they have that action that can hide the ball, do all the good things, and it marries up with the pass game and the run game, it's a great weapon to get guys wide open, especially in this part of the field. So right here, boom, eyes are just in the wrong place, but I've been in that spot my second year actually. It was a specific play, Monday Night Football, I believe the tight end was Keller against the Jets, that got me benched. 3rd and 1, goal line situation, eyes in the backfield, play action, right over the head. You're the last person in the building to know what's coming. But see it from this back end. AJ, I know you've been in this situation a ton.
Oh yeah, see they set this up. I think I sent it into the group chat. Somebody put them together where they showed this same kind of look in this motion. They ran outside zone, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 times before this in the game, just setting this up because it's true. Look at it. If you're that outside backer, it happened on the fly too. Like you didn't get a good look pre-snap. It happens where all of a sudden they're putting the run fake directly in your face, and then you have this guy run this 7 to the corner of the end zone. It just puts you in peril because you can't really play the run as physical as you'd like, and you have to play the pass here because this is what happens. It's just a beautiful play call, and they set it up throughout the game. But they also set up because they were successful running the ball. If they would run the ball like garbage all night, maybe you get a better read and you see this and you don't let this play happen.
Kubiak and Fernando are going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Kubiak might be the real, like, for real.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about him setting it up and doing all this stuff.
That
A lot of similar things to Ben. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that one motion, running back. Just look how many people 51 just has to communicate with. Right now, he's on the safety. He's a linebacker. Now he's talking to this safety. And right now, he's saying, hey, in and out with this linebacker. And he actually ends up doing the in and out with the safety over there. So as a nickel, I've been in this situation a ton. So right now, the in and out is now he's on the back. He's on the tight end. With this in and out, you're going to be on the outermost tight end. So right now, they both have to. You got to respect and honor the run fake, especially when the running back is not Kenneth Walker in this situation, but the back, they've been gashing you, especially in those outside zones. You got to honor the run fake, the run pass, and then honest play pass, and then you dial up wide open wide receivers and tight ends in this situation.
Hey, thank you, Monday morning.
Hell yeah.
Save your butt.